Well, it's good, YouTube. FAIRDALE Kings coming at you again with another EA Sports College Football 26 live event. Tonight we're going to be live streaming from the B DAWGS 6 Dynasty, hosted by FAIRDALE Kings. Big matchup. We're going to have Western Kentucky traveling to LSU. So number 4 Western going on the road, taking on number 3 LSU down in Death Valley. Now, if you guys are just joining us for the first time, Western Kentucky has won 3 straight national championships in this dynasty. We're in season 10 officially. He's only been in the dynasty, though, for 4 years, so he didn't make the playoffs the first year as Western. We made him join as a 1-star team. And since he's made the playoffs, he's won a national championship every year. Now, it's not like he hasn't taken losses. He has lost in regular season matchups. But once the lights come on the national stage, Western is taking it to the next level. So this is a regular season game. This is week 7, year 2034, which is year 10 of the dynasty. The commissioner of the dynasty actually made some changes, moved some people around, because 3 of the current coaches were all in the SEC. You had Georgia, Oklahoma, and LSU. When we first started, we also had Alabama and Texas, which have since quit. But everyone was in the SEC. You know, we were all playing head to head and going at it. So once we added Western, who's a really good player, top 600 player and cut, wins natties in our won 2 natties in our 5-star dynasty. So really good player. And since that's, kind of taking place, we put the commissioner put some restrictions on him and told him that he had to take over a 1-star team and is done extremely well. I mean, so this game, you've got 2 of the top offenses, and I'm not saying it. I mean, literally, the number 1 and the number 2 offense in this dynasty are going head to head. We'll look at the numbers. You guys can confirm. I'm not BSing you. You got Western Kentucky averaging 64.2 points a game. LSU is averaging 55.8. Defensively, these are 2 of the top 20 defensive teams. So, they lead a lot of the categories when you get down to it. The one thing and both these teams have fabulous, really great, phenomenal players. Western has struggled recruiting high school players. They have had to really depend on the transfer portal and getting talent that way. Not a lot of talent, but enough that they can rely on those big players in these big games. And just, looking at it right now, I mean, you see LSU's not even using their starting running back. Like, their best overall player, they're not utilizing because he's not fast enough in this offense. LSU's using Keenan Willis, 57 carries, 327 yards on the ground. That is their best, running back. And then looking at them, offensively, David Lewis has 45 catches, 740 yards, and 16 touchdowns already in this young season. 16 touchdowns. Speedster, 94 speed. And then, on the other side and this is the kid that really is winning all the awards, is Tremaine Eckenham. 52 catches, 960 yards, and 16 touchdowns. I mean, between those two receivers, that's 32 touchdowns and over 100 catches and 1,700 yards of offense. And then when you start talking about this Western Kentucky team, I mean, good googly moogly. It starts with and ends really with Tevin Baker, the phenomenal All-American running back that they were able to acquire from the transfer portal. He was originally at Georgia and played for your boy. Was a stud on my team. And, you know, you go back and you look at the quarterback they have, Ahmad Tutt, 600 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. Really hasn't had to, you know, use his feet. He's got 3 rushing attempts for 4 yards. But he does have, you know, 89 speed, 99 change of direction. But the guy who's making, you know, this show go is Tevin Baker, who on the young year has 50 carries for 546 yards. That's 10 yards a carry. He has 16 rushing touchdowns, 22 catches out of the backfield, 329 yards. Phenomenal talent. Now, this receiving crew is nothing to write home about. Greg Teague is the one that we're going to keep an eye on, number 15. We kind of bottled him up in our, you know, head-to-head event. He's got 54 catches on the year, 952 yards, 7 receiving touchdowns. By the end of this game, he's going to have over 1,000 yards receiving on the year. And then they've got Doug Ream, number 6, who has 40 catches, 885 yards, 9 tutties. Now, the one thing with Ream is he does have 2 drops on the year. So, you know, between him and Greg Marcock, those he's a freshman receiver for them. He has 3 drops on the year. They can, you know, put this team in some situations, you know, just because they don't have the talent of the Georgias, the LSUs, the Oklahomas. But what they do have is the best coach when it comes to executing plays. Don't necessarily make the best decisions at all times, but because he's aggressive by nature, it gives him an advantage over all the competition. Like I said, Western Kentucky's only lost 4 games in 4 years. They've been in the playoffs 3 years, and they've won all 3 national championships. So this is going to be a highlight event. Can't wait. You see already we get started. Tevin Baker with a run, and he just caught a pass out of the backfield for a first down. He is going to be the little engine that makes this train go. Mr. Do-It-All. And we'll see what Ahmad Tutt does. I mean, he's a little bit of a general back there, quarterback. Not necessarily what Western Kentucky's akin to. They like to run some quarterback powers and whatnot. They probably haven't done it as much as what offensively they would like. He's, you know, got a receiver here. He's going to throw into double coverage, make a play. Linebacker just sat there and watched the ball go over his head. Defensive back couldn't stay with him, and that's Ream with the catch. That's their number 2 receiver. He's got 45 catches already on the year, damn near, you know, 900 yards receiving. Western going to come out here. Now they're going to run a little bit of RPO action. Got the flat. He's going to catch the ball out there, pick up 1 yard. There's no reason not to run that play. The corner's so far off that you can raise up and throw that ball. It gets the quarterback in a little bit of rhythm. You know, you'd like to see the ball be called. I mean, he liked more than just 1 yard, but he's establishing his gameplay, which is, you know, right now he's running China Y post. You know, this China series puts the defense in a bind. You got to guard them, you know, sideline to sideline as well as vertically. But we've already seen Tevin Baker now with a couple catches out of the backfield. He has a nice run. Crossing route, and then to top it off, we've already seen RPO action. So all 3 phases of the game of the offense for Western Kentucky And now we're going to see the quarterback power. This is the one thing that's been missing. And you see that, I believe that's Tuft. Tut, that's Ahmad Tut. He had 3 carries on the year for 4 yards, and he just surpassed that with this carry right now. And Western Kentucky is threatening at the 5-yard line. They have 1st and goal. Throws the ball out here to the flat. Going to break a tackle. Ends up losing about a half a yard. But he did break the initial tackle on that mesh flat play or replay. So here we get the mesh. Let's see if he goes through with it. There's the motion. Watch the drag. Drag is wide open, and that's a touchdown. There's no one within 8 yards as Econom just comes right back underneath, and that's not even a tight end. That's just his best receiver. Is that the tight end? Yeah, that is Teddy Econom. 19 catches, 512 yards. Comes underneath. No one around him. I mean, absolutely nobody around him. Walk-in touchdown. Got everyone thinking motion to the right. Whole defense commits to that side of the field, and tight end sneaks out to the left, and all he had to do was catch the ball, and that's the most difficult thing. Sometimes just making sure you don't screw up the easy. This LSU offense, though, is a very talented squad. I'm really interested to see the chemistry of this offense this year. They're going to come out and they're going to. Why didn't he break back to the right? I'm just appalled. This guy breaks away, and then all he's got to do is go back to the right side of the field because everyone on that side is gone. Instead, he runs right into a tackle. I mean, this guy will turn touchdowns into first downs all the freaking time. That's a touchdown. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He just outran everyone on the right side of the field, and instead of bouncing back to the right and just outrunning everyone, nope, just keep running a straight line and let the left side come over and close on you and tackle you. So 30-yard gain, takes a touchdown off the board and decides, you know what, I just like 30-yard gains. That's amazing. And then that's going to throw a pick. 2 flat routes. I mean, both crossing routes are wide open. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Great start by the West Kentucky defense. I mean, the quarterback's, chewing out his receiver, but damn, either one of your crossing routes should be your first read. And there's no one guarding either one of them. He could have threw the ball to the right. He could have threw the ball to the left. Instead, he threw it right to white. So now Western, with the ball back, leading 7-0, throws the ball in traffic, comes down with it. Looks like they both caught the ball simultaneously, but the receiver's going to yank it away, make the reception. 2nd and 4. Going to get probably a 45 blast right now. There's the trap play for a first down. Quick base. Out of Tripp's tight end. Let's see what they go to next. I mean, Western Kentucky right now has got to feel like it's just a stroll through the park. Last year, they beat LSU 42-0 in the regular season, 35-14 in the championship game, 77-14 combined score, 77-15, whatever it was. And they're already up 7-0 and have a stop defensively. And they're moving the ball again. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That play just takes way too long to develop. And The one thing, and Western's got to understand this, is they do not have the offensive line that's going to sustain and hold blocks for that long. They can do some things creatively, but they're not going to be able to sit there and just wait for routes to run return routes after motion, go onto the sideline, wait for the guy to bounce and come back. They don't have enough time for all that. Guy was coming free right there, was getting ready to smack the quarterback. So LSU is going to be able to get some pressure. It's just a matter of they're going to be able to match up in the secondary with these quick hitting receivers that Western has and how creative that can be. There's an RPO over here and it gets smacked. Brings up a 2nd and 10. LSU DB was closing fast on that. This noise is getting to the toppers. I mean, you see some of their guys already have the snowflakes over top of their head where they're code. This noise will be a factor in this game, but LSU has to keep it competitive for that to continue. Yes, they have one of the toughest places to play, ranked number 2 in the country. But LSU's got to win one of these games at home, especially against good competition. Playmaker, and that's going to be a tutty. That's, again, the tight end, Eckenham, with the touchdown. 14-0. Toppers with the lead. And it's ironic that LSU's best receiver is also Eckenham. The LSU receivers out of New Orleans, his cousin, is on this West Kentucky team out of Mobile, Alabama. So there's a history there. These guys know each other well. But right now, Teddy's winning the battle. His team leads 14-0 after the end of the first quarter. LSU now has the ball for their second possession. Let's see if they can answer. This game could get out of hand really quick. Let's see what LSU can do offensively. Opened up with a very good play on first down. And then turned around and said, you know what? I don't care if I got 2 receivers wide open underneath. I'm going to throw the ball deep because I just want to. So let's see if LSU can be a little bit more patient and maybe make something happen here offensively. They're going to go back to the same play. Little motion offense. And the running back is just swallowed up, runs right into a very good play by the Mike linebacker there, Prince Ojeda. Good read. I mean, he's playing defensive end, I bet, in this system. And it looks like he did. He just comes off the edge. Western likes to play some smaller guys, some safeties at linebacker in this defense they have. And really, LSU's got to run straight at them. You're not going to trick them. You just have to run right at them, smack them in the mouth, and that's going to be the second interception of this game. That's going to be picked off. It looks like we're seeing a pattern here. LSU runs on first down, does okay, does well, and then second down they just say we're going to throw the ball to Western. Y'all can have the ball back. Second down they just like to throw the ball to the other team. So 2 series, 2 interceptions on second down. Western Kentucky's going to take over here on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. There's the playmaker. Still throws the crossing route, picks up 9 yards. Jaden Canty there. Quarterback's doing pretty good here. LSU. Good defense, but not good enough. That's going to be a completion there to O'Grady over the middle on a quick comeback route. Here we go. 5 wide at the tight set. Wide receiver breaking free across the middle. First down. Western Kentucky. Good googly moogly. RB was so open. There was no one within 15 yards of him as he went up the side. I mean, he makes a completion, but man, you talk. There's a receiver that was so open on that play out of the backfield. Should have been a touchdown. Goes right back to it, and there it is. Down to the 1 yard line. That's Tevin Baker with the catch out of the backfield. Coach saw the exact same thing that I did and went right back to the play, flipped it, went the other way. Running the go-go now. He's in a go-go set. Run a little option. There's the pitch. Tevin Baker in the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Topper's now in firm command. 21-0. Just a little bit under 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. LSU's had the ball twice now, and they've ran 4 plays and thrown 2 interceptions. Let's see what they do here on their third series. They're going to come out in their quad formation. We got quad left out of gun, empty backfield. Quarterback's making a couple adjustments, got his guys moving around. There's a receiver now coming across the middle, and he's going to throw the deep ball, gets behind the secondary. That's a big play. Keenan Willis with a 50-yard reception. Tricked him up a little bit. Western saw the crossing route, the underneath route, switch stick back underneath, and Coach Kugo, he played him on that one. He was able to throw the ball over top, anticipating that he was going to switch stick it, and took himself right out of the play. Get back to the right, you'll score. And he goes right at the middle. First down. Keenan Willis with a nice little run, but what could have been again? I mean, with some vision by the running back, he gets back out to the outside to the right, and it's probably more than likely a touchdown, and it's going to smack into him. Bulldozer there, and that's fine. Let's go. Let's see if they can get another playoff here. I don't know if they'll be able to get the snap off, and they're going to attempt to. And that's going to be a tackle for a loss. There's no one blocking big number 70 there. Locke comes off the edge. It's going to be the 2-minute warning, and Western Kentucky right now leads this game 21-0, but LSU is threatening. I'm going to say this is 2-play territory, being it's 3rd and goal at the 4, down 21. They're going to have to go for it. Bunch to the right, throws the ball out to the flats, and that's going to be intercepted. And this could be a house call. Doctor is not in, but he's going to take it to the house nonetheless. And West Kentucky's going to jump out here 28-0. They anticipated the pass to the flats and jumped all over that route, make the interception. Big play by this Western Kentucky defense yet again. LSU's had the ball 3 times, and they've now thrown 3 interceptions. And more amazing than anything is not only the 3 interceptions, is that LSU had the ball in their second series and had what should have been a touchdown. And the big run turned into an interception on the next play. And then Western just had the ball run back down their throat. Probably should have been another touchdown on the ground. And avoids a touchdown. And then throws a pick on 3rd and goal at the 4. And now it's 28-0 Western. And they're showing their dominance. And there's a bomb again. God dog it. And that was an interception. He just didn't get his feet down. You see the quarterback right now. He's throwing the ball more to Western than he has to his own players. He's 1 of 5 for 50 yards. 1 of 5 and thrown 3 interceptions. Going to throw the ball late, hits the guy right in the back. Unfortunate. I mean, he maybe made the right read, threw the ball a little bit late, and just dots the guy right in the back with the ball. I mean, he is just flooded. That's a pick. Big fat boy. Look at that big pork chop. Pork chop got him a pick. Look at that. Big 7'9", putting the sword in the holster. Good googly moogly. Man, we're in the flex bone. West Kentucky right now is flexing. They're coming out. They're like, dude, we're up right now. We're winning this game 28-0. We're going to show you the flex bone. We played a little bit of go-go. They ain't even gone. They haven't even gone into their bag. They're not using trips tight end and just running the same repetitive plays. I mean, we're seeing a multifaceted West Kentucky team that now feels so good. They're running the go-go. There's another touchdown now, the go-go. Running the wheel route. That's just levels, halfback wheel. In the end zone, they're winning now 35-0. We're still in the first half. I mean, West Kentucky right now is just flexing on LSU in Tiger Stadium. I'm confused by what the commissioner was doing. He moved all the teams around, put Georgia in the ACC, put Oklahoma in the Big Ten to avoid the competition. Oh, yeah, we're going to spread it out. Whatever, dude. The only way you can win the SEC is if you sit there and take out all the good teams who beat you year after year. Had won the SEC title, can't beat Georgia in the big games. So to win the SEC, LSU kicked everyone else out. They're in the SEC by themselves. Doesn't matter, though. They're in a big game right now, playing number 4 Western Kentucky at home. You know what? We're gonna handicap Western Kentucky. We're gonna make them play all the good teams on the road. It doesn't matter where this cat plays, man. He can play at Mars, Uranus. Dude can play in Cuba. He's going to win games. He's going to win games. I mean, he's got one loss this year. It was more, it wasn't that, that Georgia beat West Kentucky, is that West Kentucky beat themselves. Georgia's just the beneficiary, and it happens. It happens in those events. But man, it's not going to say, oh yeah, we outplayed and we did it. No, man. And Western gets a pick again. That's the 4th interception. This dude might take it to the house. I mean, down to the 30. Let's see. Go back to go-go. We like to go-go. He can't stop the go. He can't stop nothing. It don't matter what you run. Tight doubles. I mean, he's flexing on right now. Gonna be another touchdown. Just a matter of time. 35-0. Western B. I mean, dude's open. I mean, it's not even in coverage, man. Doug Ream with 4 catches, 50 yards, and a tutty. It's 42-0 first half. And you look at these yards, it's not like, I mean, Western's had short field just because of the turnovers. It's just, don't put yourself in bad situations. Don't turn the ball over. Give your team an opportunity. And here, I mean, that's a good ball. I mean, that's a good ball. I mean, and that's what we get at times from this LSU offense, is that they can make some throws. I just don't like, I mean, we're getting quads. I really like when LSU goes 5 wide with that close set that they run, that slant underneath, the post behind it, because you got to do some stuff defensively to take that away. If you don't, you can run that damn crossing route, that little quick slant all day, every day. And then when you start taking that away, then you got the post behind it. But we're not seeing that from this offense right now. And that's going to be picked. I mean, that should have been picked. 3rd and 1. It's a good read. Look. Good read. Poor execution. Threw the ball late. Instead of anticipating the guy was break, waited till he broke, and the defense was able to switch it, get back over there, and we're going to get that. It's going to be a pick again coming across the middle. There's a lateral. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Gave him 7. Gave him 7. That should have been 42-0 at the half. Western gets a little bit cute, trying to make something happen. And they can. I mean, they right now currently haven't given up anything offensively, really, or, defensively. So they get an interception. They're trying to take it to the house, make it 49-0. Instead, it turns into a mistake on their part. They pitch the ball back, lateral it, and it gets picked up by LSU, who scores a cheap little touchdown there at the end of the half. It's a feel-good moment for the Tigers going into halftime with a little bit of momentum, but I don't think that they can feel good about themselves thinking, hey, yeah, we went out here and, we went down and we earned that score. No, it's ball should have been picked off the play before that, and then turned around and gets picked off, and LSU comes away with a free chump change there at the end of the half. Tigers do start the ball here at second half with some momentum. Let's see what they can do. I don't think they can get back in this game, but can they pad some stats and help with their recruiting efforts? Because there are some visitors here at this game. You got to bring people in to visit, and I don't think this is the game they really want to bring in too many recruits, but they had to show them some love, and right now they went double mug and said, you know what, you can't block us. You don't know how to block this, and I'm just going to bring the house. And the problem is that LSU runs this defense themselves, and a lot of times you run that stuff because you know that you can't stop it. Everyone else runs it against you, and you don't know how to stop it, so you turn around and mutually run it back. It's like, teams that press. Sometimes they don't know how to break a press. We're going to run this because everyone else does against us, and we don't know how to do it. So let's see if they can get this blocked up. We'll see if Western just keeps bringing heat. They've got some opportunity here. Obviously, Western's got a big enough lead that they can just say, you know what, we're just going to bring 6. You got 5 in. You're going to have to try to block us. And just keep bringing heat and locking them up behind it. And just say, we're not going to give you time to find the passes. It's going to be this long. If you want to keep taking these little check downs, that's fine. But you're going to have to keep throwing these little 8 and 10-yard darts. But we're not going to let you throw that 50-yard bomb downfield and have time to wait for someone to break open. Let's see if LSU can make some adjustments, maybe keep a tight end in and block. But it looks like they're going to stay in empty, and got time there, and they throw the bomb on top. Good coverage. And you got to take a chance. I mean, you're down this much. I mean, you've got to score relatively quick. I don't think he has no chance in hell of coming back. It's a 36-point game right now. But on the flip side, you got to be thinking this way. You're going to think positive. If he can score 42.5, maybe I can. I highly doubt it. But, you got to come out here and compete. Good route. That's a good route combination. We'll take that. Let's go. Let's hurry up. Let's go. Let's not let them get set up. I mean, you know what they're going to run? Double mug. Let's go. Let's run. Speed things up. Speed up the clock. Do something different. Taking too long. There it is. Get a little underneath route. I think he's a little bit antsy about throwing the ball across the middle late with all the picks that they've thrown, but did have a square in coming across the middle. There it is. I mean, you saw the switch stick. He started on that linebacker there on the left. Saw the crossing routes as he flooded the right side of the field, switched over there to the right side. There was 3 receivers there. Smartly, though, LSU, good. There's a touchdown. That's a good run. That's a good run. That's vision. Touchdown, Keenan Willis. But getting back to my point, you saw the flood coming across. naturally you've got to switch stick to that side. There's 3 receivers. LSU, though, was patient enough, disciplined enough. They threw the square in behind it, the 10-yard dig, wide open. And there's no way to switch stick back to that. So good anticipation. That is a solid drive by LSU. Good to see them do something positive. They cut this game to 30. Throw the ball. Bad route. It's a good call. Throwing the ball flat, that guy just stops. There's other flat routes that are better than that one. Spacing concepts. But that guy just ran out to the flats and then just stopped and turned around. The ball was thrown to the pylon, and he's stopped 6 yards short of the pylon. And the ball just sails out of bounds harmlessly. All right, let's go. Western's now in that flex bone. There's the motion. There's the toss to Tevin Baker. Tevin Baker breaks 2 tackles, picks up 1 yard. I'm disappointed in this usage. Tevin Baker's an absolute monster. And he's just not being utilized. 7 carries for 7 yards. This dude at Georgia would have 30 rushing attempts right now. He'd probably have 250 yards rushing. But, Western Kentucky's winning the game. They've utilized him in some passing games and concepts, and, it is what it is. But the guy is far and away probably the best athlete on the field for Western Kentucky. Does a good job, though, with the China wild post concept. Good ball. That's a good ball. You see this guy coming across the field. It's just solid. You can't hate nothing that Western Kentucky does. They're so multifaceted, multidimensional. Here we go, 45 quick base. Gonna seal him. Tevin Baker, there's my boy. Let's go. Ain't no hard feelings. The guy was on Georgia's roster. Had some dogs in front of him. Weren't able to keep him. NIL money and playing time. Had a better opportunity at Western, and, went on and actually won a national championship. It was a big reason why they won a national championship. So, his time in Athens was well served. Got some carries and limited action. Just a boss, though. He's a great kid, great family. Wise wide open, but man, what a poor pass. That's trying to lead the ball inside. Can't hit quarterback. And there's a reason why he's the backup. Come back and run the same damn play. And Econom, the tight end, he's going to be going to the family barbecue this, I guess Thanksgiving is going to be the next time they're going to be up with the family. And buddy, he's going to be giving it to his cousin on this LSU roster because right now he's just eating. He's the best Econom on the field. Good job there defensively. Tevin Baker now's got 10 carries for 21 yards and gets bottled up on that play. Jeremy Behringer comes up and makes the tackle. That's a tackle for a loss. It's just frustrating sometimes watching this LSU team. They're just from a distance just seems like they underachieve. They don't step up when the biggest lights are on. Take advantage. He's wide open. What a route. Good googly moogly. Gray Marcutt, the freshman, gets wide open. Absolutely killed it with that route. Gets wide open over there on the right side for a touchdown, and Western now takes a 49-12 lead. It's been a commanding lead for a minute. We're not going to act like, oh, yeah, but they're staying consistent and doing what they can do. Western just going to line up and play defense the way that they do. Matter of factly, they're going to stay with those hard flats. test LSU to have to throw and make completions and play with the umbrella over the top. They've got a good, and that's got a good shell, cover 4 shell. Can't be mad at that. Just say, you know what, we're not going to let you beat us deep for one play touchdowns. If you can make a good read and throw the ball down the seam or whatever, that's fine. We don't trust that you're going to be able to throw enough crossing routes, comeback routes, and digs and stuff that you can beat us. And they just try to throw the ball there into double or triple coverage. And had a receiver breaking, probably 2 receivers actually breaking open that they could have hit. So now LSU's got 2 plays here to get this first down. There's the holy cow. How did he make that catch? And there's 2 defenders there. The running back out of the backfield first was open. And then the dig again was open. And he threw that ball. Oh, I mean, amazing catch in traffic. But try to complete that ball. I mean, he probably completes that 1 out of 10 times. And that was the one. I mean, absolutely threw that ball into coverage. Blind throw, makes a great catch. But that's not something that you got to get upset about. I mean, you played very good defense, LSU. Just gets, and then take a a flag. But LSU just throws one blindly into coverage and makes a play. Good job, switch sticking all over the place. Guy makes it. I mean, I don't know. Just that's a good ball. Square in. And the guy drops it. I would take that kid out. He wouldn't see the damn field again. I'm sorry. I'm not no Helen. I'm going to someone who has sure hands. I'm putting him in that spot. If I know that that's what's coming open, and I've done. I mean, I'm not doing that. Buddy, you just dropped 2 balls in a row. You're not getting a third. And there's the open wide again. And now this kid makes the catch. Yeah. And you see that right there. That's the, where this defense right now is vulnerable. And you got to. I mean, you're not going to expect someone to abuse those areas on the field. You've got all these crossing routes. You've got to respect them. Most people are throwing hot to tight ends and crossing. And right there, you see another play, crossing route. Makes a guy miss. With the level of pass rush, you just feel that there's going to be no. And it's Econom. I mean, right now, dude's got a couple of drops. I mean, his cousin definitely outplaying him today. Cousin will go home and let him know about it. Everyone's going to know about it. Mobile, Alabama to New Orleans, down to the NO, Baton Rouge. Everyone knows right now. Definitely up there in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at Western, on the hill. That's big man on campus. And that's going to be a dart, right? I mean, right in coverage. They're going to call a hold. I mean, this play's going to get negated. But man, what a wild throw. And I guess he declined the penalty and gave, LSU the touchdown, which is wild. Bad throw. 49-18, top with the ball back. I don't know what that quarterback is doing, honestly. What an impressive outing, though, by West Kentucky. I mean, going on the road, number 3 team in the country, hostile environment, playing at the number 2 toughest stadium, and they just have silenced this crowd. I mean, You could hear a pin drop in the stadium. It's so quiet right now with this butt kicking, and now they just throw another dart over here to the right side, and probably about another 40 yards on that play. And that's a freshman there, Greg Marcuck, just making a play, and Canty throwing a good ball. This is going to be a long. RB's going to be open, and it is. I mean, we saw that from the jump, and that's Marcuck again with another good catch. Jaden Canty though, 300 yards passing, 22 of 25, throwing darts out here. Had time to wait for that outbreaking route. Here goes 45 quick base. Tevin Baker, I just think he could have just bounced it outside. He did that little dip inside. I think if he took it the out route, 6-0 would have had to block for him. It probably would have sealed it and been a touchdown. But it's a split second. I mean, you got to make a quick choice. I think I'd have took the outside route. Let's go speed option. Gets him to pitch. There's the option. That's going to be a touchdown. You're not catching him. It's too much speed to the corner, to the edge. 12 carries, 39 yards, touchdown. Like to see Baker. Good things happen to that kid. As long as it's not against me, let's go. 56-18. Less than 3 minutes to go in the fourth, and Western is dominating this game. And it started on this defensive side. I mean, you can't take anything away from the Western Kentucky offense, but their defense has came out and they have just flexed on this LSU offense all night, limiting them to what they want to do. They've really put this LSU offense in a box. They've done it with a bunch of different things. They've played zone, they played man, they brought the house. They've caused, pressure. They've caught pressure, which has turned into interceptions. They've dropped them back in coverage and caused confusion and created turnovers that way. West Kentucky right now is using every tool in their box on defense. And at this point, it's almost like let's maybe chew clock, because I've seen that pop up a couple times about the connection issue. So it's like now we're getting to the point, it's like, oh, that guy's wide open. It's like, yeah, I want to score 60, but I also want to make sure that this game finishes and we don't have a disconnect now, because this is a damn 40-point game. Like, let's get out of here. Let's get that dub. Make sure my stats count. And let's get the hell out. And LSU they're gonna know how to get this play off before the 2-minute warning. Throw the ball. And what I don't like is great concept with the running back on the wheel route. That's awesome. Phenomenal. Why are you bringing a flood concept where there's other guys coming over to the same side of the field that you're trying to isolate? And now you got all the other defenders over there and there's too much traffic, too big a crowd. I don't know. Western's coach, listen, I hope you put chew clock on and let's get the hell out of Dodge and get all your stats. And, you guys look like they're champs out here. Do not want to disconnect here in the last 2 minutes. Keep my fingers crossed. Keep my legs crossed. Egging them. Boy, you killing them. Go get, Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. This dude's going to go back to his cousin's house and he's going to be chirping. Well deserved. The Western Econom is killing this LSU. His cousin over playing receiver. Best receiver on the team. Oh, try to swerve catch. Try to swerve him over. Let's see, this is what I'm talking about. The tight ends run the drag, and you got this guy coming across on the slant, and it just opens up the whole right side of the field. Look at B. And he beats him with the vertical there. And number 2 receiver just runs by him in press. Killed him. Mark, the damn freshman, another touchdown. Dude is balling. Balling out here. $63 to 18. I mean, it's just it's wild. Touchdown, LSU puts one in the books. That's a good play. I mean, what's really crazy is that social media is blowing up right now. Jaden Canty for Western was on the bench at LSU last year, lost the job to Josh Hewitt, and you're looking at a head-to-head matchup right now, and Canty feels a certain way and is throwing like this dude has a point to prove. You got to challenge. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Jaden Canty got 413 yards passing and 6 touchdowns, and he's getting ready to throw his damn 7th. Like, there's going to be 7 touchdowns. I'm telling you, he's going to throw the ball. Unless Tevin Baker breaks here, he is making a point to the LSU coach that, hey, you made the wrong choice because, I mean, I'm over here lighting you up. You chose this bum over me. And he is taking the LSU coach to task over. In fact, Western's head coach ain't taking him out. The OC has the green light to keep throwing the ball. I mean, they're going to keep trying to hammer it home. They want to put 70 on these cats. And this ain't no job. I mean, literally, they trying to put 70. And there it is. I mean, unless this boy gets walked, and he ain't, that's a touchdown. That's 7 touchdowns. That's 70 points. Greg Teague, 4 catches, 80 yards. He got his first touchdown of the day. He just blew this extra point. He's like, I'm going to kick it over. I don't know why. He could have 70. But he got 69, whatever. 70. Dude smacking him. 45 points. Canty right now is like, y'all chose Hewitt over me? Nah, cuz you ain't doing that. And they did. And that's another sack. Right up the middle. I mean, there's no, like at this point, you know he's bringing 6. Block the tight end, slide the line. Throw the ball one of your 3 receivers over to the left. That's an interception, cuz. Late, across the middle. Candy said, no, I'm going for another tutty. Let's make it 8. Comeback route, touchdown. I was picked off. Oh, good play. Good play. Perfect time and pick. Barry Wooden. So, no, I seen that ball in practice, cuz you tried to throw that last year. You ain't getting me. Good play there, Barry Wooden. There's Ekenham, another catch. Let's go. LSU said we ain't done yet. We want another one. They try and put another 6 out here on the board before this game's over. America's pressure just screaming. That end is screaming off the right end is screaming off the left side there. It's just wild. No time at all. Quarterback couldn't set his feet, had to sprint out to the right to avoid the pressure. And this game is over. 69-24. Western Kentucky with a dominating performance. Can't be mad at the Hilltoppers. They ran up the score a little bit at the end, but there's some personal animosity there. You see Jaden Canty, 457 yards passing, completed almost 84% of his passes, 7 touchdowns through the air, leading the Hilltoppers over number 3, LSU in Baton Rouge at Death Valley. And it was a show. I mean, West Kentucky had fireworks offensively. The fact that LSU even jogged in the end zone there is a slap in the face to this West Kentucky defense that just totally dominated this game from kickoff until the final whistle. They came out and balled. Tevin Baker, 45 yards. And then you see Ream, 113. Eckenham, 98 yards. Mark Huck, 119. Teague, touchdown. 6 pancakes. Defensively, they had how many interceptions? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 interceptions. Good googly moogly. That'll lose you the Heisman. I mean, I don't care how many yards. This dude in prime time on national television just threw 8 interceptions. And the coach kept him in and said, you know what, keep throwing it to the other team. Like, he almost probably threw more interceptions than he did completions. Anyway, man, make sure you guys comment down below, hit like and subscribe. This is FAIRDALE Kings, and I'm out.